Hello, my beautiful Leos. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today we are doing your messages for the week of September 22nd. Please remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Please don't forget to give the video a like, a thumbs up, a share, a comment. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so this week we are using the charms. I have this beautiful bowl of lots of different charms. So we're using this for messages from Spirit for you for the week of the 22nd. I have that yellow plate there because I can't quite see these charms very well on the wooden desk. So I wanted to be sure that I get the messages clearly for everyone, so that's why I'm using that. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for messages for my beautiful Leos for this week of September 22nd? What are the messages? What are the messages? What do you want them to know? What would you like to say to my beautiful Leos for this week of September 22nd, please? What will you say? I hope you're all doing well. Starting to get a little chilly here in Maine where I am, whereas although it's going to be 79 Fahrenheit today, it's been unseasonably warm during the day and then in the 40s at night, which is beautiful sleeping weather. You know, you can have the window cracked and have that cool air coming in. So much easier to sleep like that, in my opinion. Don't have to have the noisy ACs on or the central air if you have that where you are. It's just been beautiful weather. Okay, anything else? They just put one in my hand, right in my hand as I was holding that. Look. I love it. Okay, that's an angel. That is an angel. Nice. Beautiful. All right, you have an angel. Oh my gosh. Really, Leos? 2 4-leaf clovers. Luck coming your way this week. This heart has, I think it's a, I can't, it has a little teeny tiny something in the corner. And I can't even tell what it is. It looks like a rose or something. So a little heart with a rose, I think. A cat. Horse. And then you have the word grace. Trust. And enough. Grace, trust, and enough. Okay, they didn't give you a whole lot. Sometimes this plate is filled right up. All right, so the angel, obviously, your guardian angel is always with you. You may have an angel in spirit that's with you this week. You may need to call on your angels this week if you have a particular challenge. The heart with the rose, I don't know if that means something in particular to you. If you have somebody that's crossed, that where roses are a message that they're near you, because a lot of times when we have people that cross, loved ones that cross, there's a particular thing that will remind us of that person. So for anybody out there, if roses remind you of that person, then they're just letting you know that they're around. Hearts are just a signifier of love, right? So maybe love is going to be very prominent the week of the 22nd. Those 2 4-leaf clovers could mean that you have some Irish, or that you're going to have a lot of luck the week of the 22nd. Maybe you might think about buying a lottery ticket. I'm not telling you to. I'm just saying it's, you know, the message is you're going to have a lot of luck the week of the 22nd. Could have something to do with job, promotion, bonus. I don't know. You know, maybe you're going to win on a scratch-off ticket. Who knows? But definitely some luck coming in for that week. And then you have cat. Cats, maybe you have a prominent cat in your life and they're just letting you know that they're around. But cats are also very independent. They're very quiet. They're very calm, usually. 20 out of 24 hours, they're just laying around sleeping and purring and just not really doing much at all. We humans can take a page out of the book of cats, right? Because we're often not relaxing and just being. Cats are good at just being, right? Not doing, but just being. And then you have a horse. Horse signifies freedom, stamina, right? Strength, right? Horses are very strong. Horses also played a very big part in us humans, conquering the West and winning wars. They had war horses. They had horses that brought people across the land. They had horses for the Pony Express, for the stage coaches, all of that. So maybe you just have a horse that's very special to you, possibly a horse in spirit or a cat in spirit. It could have been that. But yeah, you're going to be using your strength. You're going to be having luck. Your angels are around you. And then don't forget to be graceful. Have grace in conversations. Have grace with yourself, right? And trusting in the luck, trusting in your angels, trusting in your guides, trusting in your gut. And I forgot what the other one was. Oh, enough. So enough is going to mean different things to different people. Sometimes we forget that what we have is enough. Sometimes we forget that we are enough, right? But somebody needed that message about enough. Okay, so when we were doing your overview, Healing Spirits Oracle, 2 cards came out. 2 cards came out. The first one, there's another heart for you, right? You have the power to make yourself better. You have the power to make yourself better. Your heart is shining bright with that energy, that source energy, that spark of light. You have the power to make yourself better. This is a 3. 3s are creation and collaboration. I would say this week of the 22nd, you should be creating and collaborating with your spirit guides and angels. That's just what my guides are giving me. Now, you had a 3, now you have a 32. 32 is a 5, which is change. When it feels right, do it. This is another cue that you need to tune into your gut intuition, right? For the feeling. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it, right? Right. When your gut, which is your best compass, when it feels right for the job, for the purchase, for the savings, for the investment, for the, asking someone out on a date, or building something, starting a business, closing a business, you always tune into your gut. So when it feels right for you, when you feel it in your gut, it's okay to do it. If you get a red flag feeling in your gut, or a queasy feeling, or that type of thing, and you're kind of on the fence, that you should probably stop and consider and tune in. The Star, hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled. 8 of Pentacles, working hard on something. 10 of Pentacles, happiness and abundance. Happiness and abundance. Okay, yeah, happiness and abundance. I love that card for you, Leos. Beautiful. All right, what else, Spirit, from this Red Dragon, Pendragon deck that I love so much? Okay, wow, they want to give you your cards in chunks. Queen of Wands, that's fiery. That could be you, fire signs. 7 of Pentacles, that's choosing what you're going to do from what you've created. All right, let's take these in the order in which they came. First card out is the Star. This can be Aquarius, for those of you that have an Aquarian, in your close circle, or Aquarius in your birth charts. It could be that. But the Star card is all about hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled. She's sitting there by that pond, looking up at the beautiful stars. She has her hand out almost as if she's calling the bird to her, whatever that is. Looks almost like Stonehenge in the background, right? If it's in this deck, it's a very spiritual card, right? This is Bronwyn, and she's sitting there. So hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled, my beautiful Leos. I love that. Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles being how you earn your living, your energy, your time. It's the physical. What's in the physical, right? And you see this person here, he is really highly focused on that one thing, right? But around him, what he's not seeing is that kitty cat that's nice and relaxed, the birds getting a drink, the birds flying up into the fruit trees there. He's so focused that he is not paying attention or seeing anything around him. Now, it's okay to focus on something to get it done. Eights are mastery and infinity. Once you master that and you get that done, though, don't forget about the miracles and what's around you. Don't forget to notice and acknowledge the beauty that's around you. And that's the message they're giving me for this card, Leos. Don't be so busy that you forget about everything that you have and all the beauty around you. Then you have the Ten of Pentacles. Tens are the completing of a cycle and the beginning of a brand new cycle. So I would say that for you, for the week of the 22nd, you have maybe a chapter coming to a close. Maybe you've accomplished something that you really wanted to accomplish. You've gotten it done. You're feeling good. Your pentacles are all in place where they should be. This is a card definitely of happiness and abundance. You see it looks like a marketplace. There's plenty of food. There's people happily talking, walking. The child there riding the horse. It's just a beautiful scene, right? So, but you need to notice it, right? Maybe you already have all of this and you're just so busy focusing on the next task that you're not even realizing, wow, look at the life I've made for myself. Look at my home. Look at the beautiful car that I drive or truck or whatever. I have a nice job. I have money in the bank. Maybe you're forgetting to notice all your blessings. Queen of Wands. So this is Queen of Fire signs. This could be you, Leo. And we all have masculine and feminine energy, right? This queen has created much beauty through her hard work, her action, and her passion. This is following that Ten of Pentacles. So this is just another reminder I'm getting. This is it. Now, sometimes that means something different or a different message comes through, but I'm definitely getting the message, Leos, that you need to really notice everything that you have and show appreciation for it. Then you have a Seven of Pentacles. So in this card, seven's a reflection. So in this card, this person is looking at everything that he has created up here in and amongst that fruit tree, thinking and contemplating. See how his hands are there? He's kind of resting it on that staff, and he's looking and he's trying to think about his next move. What do I want to do with what I've created? So what you've created can be your business, it could be your savings, your investments, what have you. But he is contemplating does he want to take some money out of the investment and do something else with it? Does he want to add money to that? Does he want to take down his wisdom and teach somebody something? It's basically a card of what do I do with what I've accumulated, what I've created, what I've amassed. The last card out is the Eight of Swords. Eights, as I said, are mastery and infinity. Now, this person is limiting themselves in what they can do with their self-doubt, pretty much. Or they're listening to the words of other people telling them they can't do something, right? So she can just throw the blinders off, get rid of all that seaweed that's holding her back, and walk away from those swords. Swords being communication, right? So thoughts, words, conversations, text messages, emails, etc., etc. Could be even contracts. So in this case, she just needs to let go of all of those limiting thoughts and beliefs of hers or others or his, etc., and walk on. So the week of the 22nd, it can be a very fruitful, abundant week if you don't get caught up in the limiting beliefs, Leo, okay? So make sure that you don't. The animal oracle card for you is Dragonfly. I love this card. Magic. Magic. We've already discussed noticing the magic and the miracles around you, right? And this card says, I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. Yeah, letting go. We just talked about that. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Right, Leo? Don't forget, you have that card. You have the power to make yourself better. And when it feels right, it's time to do it. Dragonfly, magic, feel into it. What feels right to you, right? Heal yourself with your own beautiful light within. But never, ever forget about the magic that's all around you in your life. Okay, my beautiful Leos, I hope this has helped. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.